Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chosen Monet. I hope you guys are having a good day. God bless. A FYI on choosing a good residence for you and your family. When you're looking for a place, please make sure you have time to go view the place. There is always red flags and other obstacles and other things that's occurring prior to you knowing. When I moved into this apartment, I was a little bit excited mainly because I was homeless. I was staying in a hotel due to other things that had occurred. But this video is just to let you guys, help you guys out so you don't make some of the same mistakes that I've made along the way. You don't want to waste money on a deposit. You don't want to waste money on a property and management company that does not care about their tenants. 5 days after moving in, well, not even 5 days, but like prior to even moving in, me and a landlord briefly clashes because he have a personality complex of a narcissist. So basically, the only thing that he's worried about is money. He's not worrying about the tenant within their self. They're not worried about letting you know the things that they done wrong, the things that you may feel like could have been better. They just know that you need a place and they're willing to take your money if you're willing to give them your money. So a few things that has been occurring in the new apartment and the reason why I am going to start looking for a new place immediately is basically harassment from a neighbor across the hall with a Ring doorbell light with a huge 3-4 cameras on it. Sorry guys, lights, like 3-4 large lights. So whenever I come in my apartment, I leave my apartment, I get packages to my apartment, they're watching. And I already knew she was kind of a weird lady because as soon as I moved in, she came out of her apartment and walked right up to me and said, "Are you the new girl that's moving in?" I had already told myself I'm not going to talk to this lady because I seen her coming to the vehicle I was getting out of, and I was just trying to wonder, why does that matter? Like, why do I have to explain to you? You're not the owner, you're just a tenant. So that already was a red flag. It's the neighbor. She's too much. So it's an older woman, much older than me, but she have all of her grandkids, which ranges from probably, including her son, which ranges from about 40 down. So take a few out of that numberize, what I gave you guys from 40 on down. Take a few out of that, maybe a 20-year-old, 25, 35, 40, and then like 10 kids, including their whole family that comes over almost weekly, daily. They hang out in the backyard a lot. They hang out on the back porch. And they just treat the apartment complex like it's their home and they own it, rather than this is somewhere for me to live and stay and respect other people that don't have nowhere to live and stay. Because when you move into an apartment complex, you have to understand that you're sharing that space with other people. Some people, narcissists, soul suckers, people that know that they're not going nowhere in life, they like to drain the ever-living crap out of the chosen ones. So I find it fair to say my best bet is to just leave. I've been through enough in my 30 years of living to know when there's friction, the only way to match that energy in a healthy way, if you want to make it out, is to remove yourself. Because if you match friction with friction, it's going to be a conflict. So you already know that there is red flags popping up, and this is not including the large family of 12 or 15, putting trash in my trash can, stalking me and my boyfriend with our trash, telling him to grab the trash can, touching our trash can, slamming doors, being by my back door screaming and yelling. The backyard, they have a whole trampoline in the backyard, chairs. They had clothes back there for a little while. You name it, it was back there as if they owned the triplex. So then you have the landlord or the management team that like to randomly, periodically throughout the day, sending you random things, like random 5-day notices, calling you late at night. You make a deposit, and then all of a sudden they're adding on the late fee that they waived. And so the stress level that occurs while I'm here, and I've only been here for about 30 days, going on 30 days, I don't know how much more I can take. Like, I had an interview yesterday and it went well. I had another interview coming up, so I have some good positive things coming for me. But I kind of realized when you become homeless and you're a chosen one, it's normally because people do some of the things that they're trying to do to me now. They start to attack your innocence. They start to provoke you. They start to try and to channel your energy, trying to communicate with you when you're not communicating with them. They stalk you. They gaslight you. One of the young ladies worked at the Dollar Tree that I live next door to, so me and her got into some type of disagreement because when I went to the dollar store one occasion, she decided to hear my voice and run up to me and try to look at me and try to laugh with the other dude that works in there. And I just let her know at the gate, you're not going to be harassing me in public. Like, you're not going to stop doing what you're doing, walk back to find my voice when I'm talking to my daughter, and come and stare and laugh and giggle. I definitely let her know I am not the one, and for sure not the two. And made an example out of her, because after that I didn't get too much more of her antics. But that just lets you know that her and her family talks about me, they harass me, they bother me. Then the landlord is kind of messy because he say, you know, they're not trying to be, but you will report something back to them, and then they will let them know that, you know, another tenant said A, B, and C, and then now all of a sudden they're trying to lie and say things. So yes, guys, the best thing for me and my man and my family to do is to find another place. So that's that on that. If you guys are dealing with difficult people, difficult property management, difficult landlords, and you're in a triplex that's just like, and I'm just telling you guys half of the stuff. I'll tell you guys like the actual gutter rest of the details about the toxic neighbors and management team and which management team I'm working with, so other people do not work with that management team in the future. Because they are trying to basically take people money, get you into their unit, and then threaten you with an eviction immediately, right away. Like, they don't have no grace period to be late on rent. They want their rent prior to the 1st, or they're going to put you out. But they also are not considering the fact that when you moved in, they had all kind of issues with the apartment, and you were okay with it because you needed somewhere to stay. And so basically they make you vulnerable because they know that you don't want to be homeless. So I feel like you should never do business with somebody like that. I understand being 4 or 5 months late, but like 5 days late, being that you just got done paying rent, you just got done moving in, and sometimes they try to hit it on you before your 30 days. So they'll hit it on you like at 3 weeks, start threatening you, harassing you, randomly emailing you, texting you, saying 2 different things, and one email saying one thing and the text message saying another. Like today I ended up deleting my call apps, so I can't get any phone calls right now. And I felt pleased because I was like, yesterday I made a deposit to the landlord, fell asleep, woke up, and I had a call late, and I'm just like, why are they calling me so late? It was like 7 p.m. at night. I thought business hours is from 8 in the morning to like 5. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, like I said, guys, don't get tricked out of your position. Don't let people harass you. Don't let management bully you. Don't even argue with them. I wouldn't, like, sometimes trying to go to eviction court and delegate what they're doing to you, the best way to do that is to get a attorney or a lawyer. Because if you try to go to eviction court and battle them, Sometimes they can hear you out, but 9 out of 10, the eviction court, how it works, because a lot of people have not had an eviction. So how evictions work is everybody that has a eviction and you have a court date that day, you guys are all going to go to court at the same time. So it's going fast. So it's not like the judge is really giving you that much wiggle room to explain what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When I did go to eviction court back in the day, it didn't go far. So I don't know the whole outcome of everything, but I do know that in Wisconsin they have a 5-day rule to where, like, if you don't pay your rent in 5 days, the landlord can give you a piece of paper that asks you to either pay in 5 days or leave, and after that they will go take legal action against you to retrieve the rest of their money and or ask you to leave. So after this first month and all of the drama here, all of the red flags, including some of the other things I can't speak on now because I'm still currently living in the unit, it's definitely my best interest to hurry up and get rent and deposit for a new unit and look for somewhere else for me and my children and my man that's safe for us and my family. So again, guys, this is Chosen Monet. I hope this information helps some young people. Always pay your rent on time, or pay your rent early, and never move into an apartment that is budgeted at over a certain amount, if you know what I mean. Like, if you look in the area that you're in and all the other apartments are cheaper, and then the one apartment you're in is like almost $2,000 for a piece of crap with and then it comes with like all this extra stuff like I just told you, and like some of the things that I have not been able to tell you guys, I would say reconsider. Like, don't put yourself in a situation where later on you can regret it. If the red flags are there, then later on you're going to have an issue, whether it's with the landlord, the property management, the property. Like, and it's not all the neighbors. It's literally the neighbor that's in the building that's been here the longest. And it's only been a year, and she already told me her whole story. Owned a house, got behind, lost that property, and moved into an apartment. So we're dealing with somebody that is entitled and someone that has lost something near and dear to them. So being that she's been here a long time, I don't see her changing her behavior because of the shortcomings that she's had. So I don't communicate with her, and I try not. I don't go to her house, knock on the door or anything, because I just really know the lady is toxic, and my family have told me to stay away from her, to not talk to her, to keep her out of my business. Her and her family was putting trash in my trash can. Just complaining every day, including me having to worry about getting a job, keeping a job, making money, and doing what I have to do for me and my family. The best bet is going to be for me to find somewhere else to stay. It sucks, but at least I know now that I can get into another place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to just stay here, because if you was able to get this place, you for sure can get another place. Don't wait too long. So basically, I need to work my butt off to find somewhere else to stay, because I definitely don't want to stay in an apartment where every time I'm late on the rent, and my rent is $1,500 for an apartment, okay? I don't want to be threatened. And there's a lot of things that the landlord and the maintenance team need to do on the property. Like, give you one example. They pulled all the carpet up in the apartment. They didn't sand the floor, so the floor is still like sticky from the carpet that was on there for years. Some of it is molded. Some of it could have, I forgot what is them called, termites in the wood, because we know that over years, bugs get in the wood. So you're basically paying $1,500 to live in something that's probably not even safe for you and your children, not including all of the other issues. So again, guys, this is your girl Chosen Monet. This video is for learning purposes only. So guys, like I said, when you're having conflict, never meet that with a conflict. Never Never try to match their energy that way. How you're going to get out of that situation is removing yourself. Have a good day. This is Chosen Monet.